Everyone, my name is Jason. I'm a channeler and I'm here for a Daily Dose of Hope Day 236. So nice to meet you, nice to see you again. What is a Daily Dose of Hope? It's just that. It's a little bit of hope in these times where sometimes it seems like there's no hope. I was guided to do this about, I think it wasn't about, I was looking at it today, February 18th, 2024. I was guided to come on to start. And right now, I think we're at November 4th, 2024. Yeah, crazy times. Sometimes it seems like there's no hope. And yeah, so a Daily Dose of Hope has three parts, a bit of a talk, and then a channeling, and then we go into a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So yeah, let's begin. So I think it was last night or 2 nights ago we had 2 nights ago, our channeling, my first channeling course, and we had our kind of get together, kind of just to see how everyone's doing. And it's amazing. It's just amazing that people are everyone's doing so well. So thank you guys in the course that are, wow, you're just kind of like out there channeling. It's pretty amazing. So there's that, and then what else? So today there's two other things. One is that I think I was talking about this last year as well, but there's this low humming noise that I'm hearing in this room, and I've been using brown noise to get rid of it, because brown noise just cancels. Well, it doesn't cancel out, but it's all the frequencies, especially the lower ones, and it just helps so that you don't hear it anymore. But it's just this low woom 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 kind of sound, and it just started up again. It wasn't there for a while, and I remember, I was doing my meditation today. I was like, "What? Oh no, not that again!" And so, oh hey Patty, hey. So yeah, just I was transcribing these daily doses of hope, and one of the ones I was transcribing was just talking about this tool that I was given from an inner earth being. And what it is it looks like a lightsaber from Star Wars, if you've ever seen Star Wars. If not a lightsaber, it's just it's like a sword made of light. And I was given one by an inner earth being, and what it is it's a reverse frequency generator. So if you have like a frequency that's being generated towards you, for example, like a low bass sound, or if you have, for example, a negative, some sort of frequency that's coming at you, you can just like shine your lightsaber at it, and it will send the inverse frequency, which means that, like if there's a wave going this way, it'll send the opposite wave. And what that does is it cancels it out. Just like the noise canceling headphones that you have, it's just what the noise canceling headphones do is they have a microphone, and they pick up the sound, and then they send out an inverse wave to cancel out that sound. And that's how the sound is canceled. So similar sort of technology. But interesting. I never thought, maybe you can just, re-engineer a one of those headphones to make something. I don't know. But yeah, it's there again today. I was told that it's a boring machine, one of those machines that bores through the earth. But we shall see. And that was one thing I wanted to talk about. I think the other thing was the dragons. I was rereading the dragon book again that I wrote. I wrote a dragon book, I think last year. And it's a channeled book. It's all channeled mostly from Tiamat, and it's talking about the history of dragons and what they're all about. And but anyway, I was reminded of it today because I had a channeling, and I was just reminded again of why I am where I am at this moment, and I got some more insight into it, which was very interesting. But yeah, so remember, guys, that you are in the place that you are in for a very, very special reason. Um, Nothing happens by accident. You are there for a very special reason. And one thing to always understand is that when you're dealing, for example, with the dark and the light, right? Those who are working in the shadows, they can't see. They're working in the dark. They can't see. No one can see in the dark. They don't have any special goggles to see in the dark. They're working blind. And so a lot of times what might seem on the surface to be something negative is actually something very, very positive. And that's what I'm finding out, is that, yeah. So yeah, just that. And that with the light, so those who are working in the dark, they can't see the light. And if they want to see the light, they'd have to come over to the light. And they don't want to come over to the light. And so it's like that dilemma that they're in, right? And so that was just something that came out today. It was very interesting. The plan. I can't really reveal my part of the plan. It's just not, I guess, not something I can talk about just yet. We'll see. um, but remember that all of you also have very, very special plans, and there's a very important reason why you are where you are. And I know sometimes it seems like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? And that's how I always feel. I'm just like, okay, that makes sense. So by the similar token, you are where you need to be, and everything happens for you, and it's all for you. So with that, I'm going to go into a channeling, and I'm just going to see who comes through, and we'll just play it by ear. Here we go. Greetings, we are Esmeralda, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here. We would like to give a brief introduction to ourselves. We are a mermaid, as you call us. We are not. We don't call ourselves mermaids. We exist on a higher dimension, a little bit higher dimension than your dimension. We also exist on another planet as well. We are a collective, as you are a collective. And we would like to come through today. We come through often through this being. What our species is a combination, you might say, of the dragon and of the human species. We are both half dragon, half human, half fish. We're a mixture of many different things. And in that sense, we are the bridge. We are a sort of bridge between two different worlds, as all of you are as well. With all of the DNA that is contained in your systems, you are also bridges, and you are building bridges. Every time you send out love in your planet, every time you go into a situation and you give love, you are acting as a bridge. You're building bridges over water that has been flowing for centuries and centuries, water that has washed so many things away. But when you start to build these bridges, you're building bridges over amazing, 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 and very, very long held pain and long held grudges. And so what these bridges do is they allow you to travel over those grudges and over that pain, and so that you don't have to go through that pain every time. You see, when you are interacting with someone, at times you have to go through the pain to interact with them, and that's why you will not interact with people, because you have to go through so much pain to interact with them. But if you're able to build a bridge over that pain, and this is not looking or overlooking that pain, it's just understanding that the pain is there, but realizing that you need to connect, you need to get there, to get to that person in order to deal with that river, in order to stop the flow of that river and to stop that pain. You need to acknowledge that it's there, and you need to build that bridge. And once you build the bridge, then you can climb over, and that is the way towards peace. And you can both exist above that pain. You can understand that it's there, but you can also exist above it. And that is what a lot of you are doing, and that is what we are doing as well. You are all building bridges in this time, because this is a time of bridges. It is time where bridges are direly needed. It is a dire necessity right now on your planet. Bridges are so important, and that is what you are. You are a bridge, a light bridge. You are connecting pain and suffering with peace and love, and you're building a bridge so that that pain and that suffering will find a way to be released, to find a way out. At times, the water is so deep and there are no stairs out, and you're building bridges out of that water, so things that have been so buried and so dark and so deep for so very long are able to climb out and to see the light. And once they see the light, they are purified and they are whole again. We are okay. So yeah, all right. So that there you go. Um, yeah. So tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow's November 5th. But if so, it's the 4th here. We're already at night, but in Washington time, it's still I think only what 8 or 7 o'clock on November 4th. So I won't know until Wednesday my time. Well, I guess no one will really know until Wednesday. But what the um, what the outcome will be of the upcoming election, and I did some channeling on it today just for fun. I don't want to talk about it here. I don't want to do any projections or anything here, but it was an interesting answer. It's kind of one of those yes and no answers kind of thing, um, or neither of the above kind of thing. That's I guess I won't go too deep into it, um, but yeah. So it was just very interesting. I'm very curious about what will happen, and I'm sending a lot of love into this. I know a lot of people are very emotionally connected to what's going on. I think it's really important not to be too emotionally connected to this at this moment. I think it's really important to see it as the story that it is and let it play out the way that it needs to play out. Um, and if you're using your emotion, use your emotions to send love to both sides, to everything, so that everything moves in the most perfect way imaginable for our whole planet. So I think that's, yeah, and that's where I'm at this moment too. I'm just holding the space for love and for peace and for everything to move in the way that it needs to move. And yeah, um, so I'm gonna go into a let's go into a pocket of peace. And today's pocket of peace is let's do it, yeah, to send out positive vibes into this, all these events that are coming. Yeah. So positive vibes into all the events that are coming up. And yeah. So let's do it. Okay. So I'd like you guys to please relax and get into a relaxed state and imagine that you're in a place that makes you feel most at home and most relaxed. It could be outside, could be inside, by the ocean, by the river, wherever it is. Just go there in your mind. Good. And then I'd like you to imagine that this mist of unconditional love comes in, surrounds you, and it just makes you feel so at peace. You feel at one. This feeling of unconditional love is unconditional. It means there's no conditions on it. You're loved exactly as you are. Wherever you are on the spectrum of love, you're loved. Because you are always loved and you've never stopped being loved. No matter how far from love you think you are, you're still made of pure love. No matter how deep in a shadow you think you are love. Yeah, and I'd like you just to imagine that, just to feel that. And in this love, there's no fear, there's no regret, there's no worry, there's no future, there's no past. There's just the eternal right now. You're home, and you feel more at home than you've ever felt in your whole life. Feels good to be home. And this home you carry with you everywhere you go. You move through this planet and you move to so many different places, but you're not really going anywhere. You're just carrying heaven with you. So you're just moving around. It looks like you're moving, but you're actually just carrying heaven around. You're in heaven. You're always in heaven. And these are just projections that you're going through, and they seem so real and they seem so emotional. But understand that you're home and you're loved and you're protected and you are completely and utterly safe. You are spirit, and your spirit is so powerful and cannot be toppled. It cannot be taken down. It cannot be trapped. It is the most powerful thing. It is love. You can only believe that you can be trapped. You can only believe that you can be shadow. It's just a belief. You're creating a belief. But what you truly are is just love, 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 love. And this love is spreading out throughout your room, into the byways, the highways, into the streets. into the oceans, into the rivers. It's melding with the currents, and it's going out throughout the mass consciousness at the speed of love, which is faster than all speeds on your universe. And it's just traveling out there into all of the different polarities. And it's saying, you know what? You don't have to be polarized right now. You can just be in love. You can just feel the peace that's beyond everything. When you look at all this stuff and you see it so polarized, you just close your eyes and say, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm love. That's right. I forgot about that. Whew. This feels good. I don't know what I was doing down there in that polarity. It was interesting, kind of exciting, but, I don't want to stay down there. I just want to be here with love. I want to be home with my brothers and sisters, just in love, making love, spreading love throughout the world, being love, and changing all those stories of sadness, of fear, of anger, of polarity into love stories. That's what we're doing right now. We're turning this whole thing upside down. We're turning it all into a love story. So those stories of sadness and regret and fear are over. We're telling the love stories now. They're all love stories. And all the people out there that are losing hope, remember that the hope is inside of you. It doesn't relate to something that's happening outside of you. It doesn't relate to one day on your planet. That's not how it works. The hope is inside of you. You bring the hope out. You shine the hope out. So if it's hope that you want, you shine it out. That's what we're doing. We're not waiting for a day, for a person, for something. We are the person. We are the ones that are going to bring about this change. We are the hope. And that's what we do. We just bring our hope out and we just shine it out so that other people can see it and they can say, yeah, right. Whew, I don't know what I was doing. I was thinking with my emotions and wasn't thinking, but now I'm relaxed now. I see it. I see this happening. I can see how we're bringing heaven down onto earth. I see it now. I see it. I see it. I was a bit confused thinking that one thing was something else, but it isn't. We're just bringing the love down. Love, 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 love. We are the hope. We are the hope. And we've got this thing, and we're going to make this happen. We're going to make love come down to this planet. We're bringing heaven down onto earth. All right. All right, guys. Oops. So, uh, yep. Thanks, TT Tracy. Thanks, Michael, for joining in, and Patty for joining in. I hope you guys are hopeful, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Last night, sorry, I went out for sushi. I don't really go out very much, but a friend of mine invited me out. There's this really good sushi place. Well, there's a lot of good sushi places, but there's this really nice sushi shop near my house. And it's really nice. It's a really nice, homey place. And last time I went there, it was insane because there's just the amount of cigarette smoke was insane. But they finally stopped, they forbid people from smoking there. And last time I went to, it was really noisy because it's like a family place and just like crazy noise. But when I went there yesterday, it was packed, but there was no noise. And I was wondering, I looked around because I thought there's no one here. So I was sitting at the counter. A sushi counter is really cool because it's just a counter. There's no plates. They just put it all right on the counter and you just take it. But yeah. So I was looking around and I noticed it's packed, but everyone was on their smartphones. So last time I went there was only a few years ago, and yeah. But anyway, Michael, you say, "Whoa, big spender." Yeah, it's not as expensive as you imagine it might be. But. And also, yeah, I don't really go out much. It's like once every 7 months or something. But yeah, no, it was good. Really good sushi though. Wow, that was really good. Nice stuff. Sashimi and sushi. I mean, it's common here. It's everywhere, all the supermarkets and stuff. But as it is I know in the States it is now too. But to get the really good stuff is kind of rare. So. But anyway, sorry. I think I'm hungry. That's why I'm talking about sushi now. I hope you guys are hopeful. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow, and we got this thing. Don't worry. Everything's moving in the way that it needs to move. I think from what my guides are telling me is that things might not move in the way that you think they're going to move, but understand that things are moving in the right direction. So don't get too caught up in the way things are moving. Just understand, try to see the big picture. It's all moving in the most perfect way imaginable. Just let the story play out. It's just a low budget movie, and with low budget movies, it's got to be extremely obvious, right? Everything's got to be really obvious, and just let the movie be what it is. Don't put too much emotions on it. Remember that if it's hope you're looking for, look inside. Don't look outside for the hope. The hope's not there, it's inside. And so when you find that hope inside, right, you'll bring it outside. So always remember that the hope's on the inside. All right, guys. And the sushi, the sushi's on the outside. Well, anyway, I don't know about that. But anyway, go beach. Yay. Ciao for now, guys. Hopefully you're hopeful, and I'll see you all tomorrow if all works well. So thanks again, Michael and TT Tracy and Patty and everyone else joining in. Thank you so much. Always remember, when you help out with this daily dose of hope in the pocket of peace, you guys are bringing the hope as well, So we're just it's like a hope party. So anyway, thanks guys. Ciao for now.